SK Vibemaker.
We got DDG in the building. How about that?
It's good, man. It was good. It's good.
How you feeling today, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling great. I'm grabbing some breakfast, start my day.
We've seen your journey grow from being a YouTuber and transitioning into the music world and definitely getting views, hits and streams and everybody talking about you. How would you describe that transition and the challenge from being a YouTuber, making it into the rap game and being taken seriously as a rapper?
I think it was extra difficult for me because I'm the first to really do it as a rapper, as a male, and cross over completely, get signed, and do all the other stuff. So I took all the hits for it, but now that I got through it, it's gonna be even more harder for people after me because I set a bar. So it's like now people gotta set a standard. So I'm glad I went through it and all that, but I would say it's the hardest transition for sure.
Is it a journey or a path that you would advise for YouTubers that are thinking about getting into the rap game, or maybe even rappers that want to get popping a lot quicker by getting into the YouTube and then taking that journey? Would you advise that route?
I mean, I wouldn't specifically do YouTube to become a rapper. You know what I mean? I didn't start doing YouTube because I wanted to be a rapper. I just started doing it because I thought it was fun. And then it happens to make money. So I was like, why not? But, doing YouTube is not easy. You know what I mean? Not everybody can blow up. So it's not like you can just do it. But if you are already established on there, you already got the eyeballs. It's just about having good music, really.
So it wasn't always the plan to do music. I mean, you saw that the status was growing in this YouTube thing and you thought, you know what, I could try this music thing and get it popping.
I mean, I've always been into music, but I never really took it too serious. I was just in college, just kicking it. And then I got a check from YouTube and I was like, it's my job. So I might as well keep on doing it. So then it turned into something way crazier. It turned into a whole empire. People invested into my life, so it turned into something way bigger than what I thought it was going to be.
I mean, it's a fine way to be having a good income, man. Did you have a job before YouTube?
Yeah, I used to work at Kroger's. This is a restaurant out here called Kroger. And not a restaurant, but a grocery store. And I used to push carts through the snow. And I made like $6 an hour, like $40 a week. I wasn't making no money. And then my next job was at TJ Maxx. And then on the side, I sell candy at school.
So Cottonmouth, I get a lot of money, but I'm lonely. That's sort of a mad mixture. Usually people that get money usually have a lot of company, a lot of friends. How do you manage to be getting so much money and not be having good company, man? Break that down to me.
When you get to this point in life, it's really just, a lot of people might like you or, might want to be around you, but a lot of the times it's not genuine. They know what you are and they know what they can get out of you. So, I just be real standoffish. I don't really let too many people in my circle. So, that causes me to be alone sometimes, but I feel like that's better than being around people that's fake.
How have you managed to sort of navigate your way through that, man, and, sort of determine who's real and who's fake?
I mean, it takes me a long time to warm up to somebody. So, I mean, if it's just straight off the dribble, we just, kicking it and all that, I automatically think in my head, this must just be a business move, And then, I just feel people out and just see how the favors people ask for, that. So I just don't let a lot of people get too close to me. So I feel like that's how I filter out. Because, people that's trying to use me usually dip out before, I open all the way up.
Now, one of your big songs, man, OD, you got the standout line where you say, I could have sold drugs because I was really poor. And how much of a challenge was it for you to dodge that street life, man? Because, depending on how uptown or downtown your surroundings are, you can definitely get caught up in them trappings, man. How much of a challenge was it for you to dodge that life?
I didn't heard about people that I didn't went to school with and all types of stuff back when I was in Pontiac getting killed and all types of stuff. I'm like, man, I'm not putting myself in that situation. And, my brother was actually into that and he passed away. So, that kind of made me just really want to just change my whole thing and, stay in school, go to college, just stay away from that lifestyle. So then, that turned into me going to college, and getting into YouTube and, now we're here.
So paint a picture of Pontiac, Michigan, for those that haven't been there, man. Give us a bit of a tour guide. The place where you grew up, was it uptown, nice and lavish? Was it downtown, a bit ghetto and that? What was it like, man?
It was definitely ghetto. I mean, there's some cool parts and some nice residential areas and stuff, but it's not really like a city. The downtown area is really dead. It's not much. It's definitely not much in Pontiac at all.
What's the cultural mix like around there, man? Is there like a lot of Latinos, a lot of black people?
It's probably 98.2% minorities.
Oh shit!
I got one Caucasian friend. He was the only Caucasian dude at my school, and it's like I didn't see. He was literally the only one. It was just him. The rest of it was black and Hispanic. So the demographic out in Pontiac is mostly black and Hispanic.
Are you still there? You moved away?
Nah, I'm in LA.
You moved out to Los Angeles, man. What took you to Los Angeles? Was it some like follow the yellow brick road thing, to follow your ambitions?
I mean, I feel like every successful person wants to explore Los Angeles. LA is like, the city where you go up, So I came out here on my birthday in 2016. I made a lot of money in college. And I was like, you know what? I want to just I had skipped 3 weeks of classes. I was making so much money. So I just go ahead. I told my girl at the time, and I was like, shit, I'm trying to go to LA for my birthday. Let's just go. So I went, fell in love with the city, fell in love with the weather. Michigan is like snowy and cold. I fell in love with the weather, the lifestyle, and the nice cars and stuff. And I was like, shit, I gotta move here. I dropped out of college and moved.
How do you be navigating through this life of the raising status of a young guy, making money, getting a lot of followings out here, and you got all of these girls throwing themselves at you, man? You got like the groupies and stuff. How you navigate through that and not get, unfocused with all of that attention?
I mean, I just know what it is when it comes to, these females these days and, me being where I'm at in life. So, I really just be chilling.
You make it sound so simple, man. I know there's a lot of young guys that, get the status and definitely can't not dive into that, man. So why is it so simple for you?
I mean, I've always been a hustler. It's about I gotta make money. Every day I wake up, I'm figuring out how I can make some more money. You know what I mean? So it's like no female or any situation has ever gotten in the way of my money or my business or my livelihood, But, I get in my feelings for sure.
Your track that you collaborated with Queen Naija, man, you lot come from, definitely kind of similar background. She was doing the music before. She definitely blew up on YouTube. You come off of the YouTube game. You lot had this collaboration and it blew up. And a lot of people are asking if there's going to be a follow-up to the song, man. Have you lot been any discussion of any future collaborations, DDG and Queen Naija?
It might be. I got a tape coming out very, very soon. She might be on it. She might not. I don't know. Just gonna see.
Straight up. So you've managed to taste, what it's like in the UK. You got a bit of a different perspective, but a lot of Americans have funny perspective on life in the UK. What's your perspective of life in the UK, man?
I like the UK, man. I feel like the UK is very comparable to the US. I feel like it's just a different type of culture. I got a different rules, different laws, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it reminded me of home. It felt foreign for sure, but it reminded me of home.
Now you're residing in Los Angeles at the moment, and at the end of last year, there was a very tragic incident where an artist that was definitely making a lot of noise in America and in the UK, Pop Smoke, sadly passed away on the West Coast in Los Angeles. From you being out there at the time, how did it hit the city, man? What was the impact like from your perspective?
It was messed up because the night before, I was supposed to go to the studio because I had a song for Pop Smoke. We chopped it up with his manager. He had all the business ready and all that. And I was supposed to pull up to the studio that he was at the night before that happened. But I ended up falling asleep, right? And I wake up and I see it on the first thing I do when I wake up, I go on Twitter. And then I seen the news and I was like, wow, that was crazy, because I was supposed to pull up on him, So.
Tragic. Did you not have much of a relationship or much conversations before that?
Nah, I seen him before, but I never met him. It was more so like a business thing. He was just like, I'm going to get a feature. You know what I mean? So it's like, when that happened, I'm like, bro, I was just in shock. You know what I mean? It was sad. You know, he was one of the ones that was going to really take off like he is right now. He was going to still be this big. So it's just sad to see, you know, a lot of young artists is passing away before they really get to live in a moment that they work for.
I mean, there's been a few this year, and over the last few years, it seems like there has been a rise in rappers being murdered and that, man. A young artist like yourself, a young rapper, does it start making you think on how you're going to move differently when you're out in public spaces?
Yeah, it just make me feel like, you know, being an artist, a rapper specifically is a dangerous job. You know, it's just automatically people that just want to try you. So, you know, it's just like, you know, I noticed a few things like basketball players and, you know, people like that do athletic things. They don't have to walk around with security or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But as a rapper, you got to go out and you got to go to clubs and you got to go and do shows and you letting everybody in that city know that you're going to be there. Anybody can come get you. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a very, very dangerous job, you know, with the chains, watches and stuff, but it's a part of the image. But you got people out there that's hungry that don't want to work for it. So it's like, it's a dangerous job, you know, but, you know, I just invest in security and just try to keep myself safe and just enjoy it.
Let's talk about being a young artist and growing up in public. You've had a few public relationships. We just spoke about, you know, a lot of young artists and young rappers having to move with more security these days because of the rise in murders. How difficult or how much of a challenge is it for you to grow up in public, being a young artist and learning this for the first time?
When you say public, you mean just like, what you mean by
the blogs reporting on you, you're having your life playing out in the media outlets and stuff like that, when maybe a lot of the stories are false, maybe some of them are true, but a lot of them are false. How is that?
I would say it's very, very frustrating. The media has definitely ruined a lot of relationships in my life. But, you know, it come with it. You know, everything has sacrifices. So, you know, it's just something that I'm gonna just have to deal with as long as I want to live this lifestyle and be what I am right now. So I just learned to just accept it.
What are some of your long-term plans as a rapper, man?
I'm trying to be big. Like, I'm trying to be A-list. You know what I mean? Like, even though I say I don't like the blogs and all of that, I want it all. You know what I mean? I want to experience it. I want to be on Justin Bieber level. You know what I mean? I'm trying to take it to the, you know, like, I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this to be like an underground artist or nothing like that. Like, I got millions of different ways I can make money. I'm having a lot of fun right now, and I'm trying to see where I can take it.
What can you tell us about the forthcoming project that you got, man? You know, it's been about a year since the release of the album. People are looking for a new project. What can you tell us about it?
The project that I'm finna drop, I got some other stuff dropping. I got a lot of features coming out. I got some stuff dropping this month. But as for the project, I feel like that's going to be a very big turning point in my career. I've been working on it for quite some time now, so I feel like the people really going to rock with it. So. I'm excited.
We got the new music, man. We got Moonwalking in Calabasas, man. Some people are wondering, what do you mean? They might not even know really the Michael Jackson thing, Moonwalking. Break it down to him, man. What's Moonwalking in Calabasas?
When I said Moonwalking in Calabasas, I was just thinking like smooth. Like I'm in Calabasas. I'm riding around in a Rolls Royce. Like I'm just a smooth, cool. You know, it was just like it's like a self-empowerment type of thing. Like I look good. Doing what I gotta do, you know. So when I thought of Moonwalking in Calabasas, I thought of like, you know, being like, I don't know how to wavy. I'm wavy. Let's say wavy.
And you added extra smoke to it, man, with Blueface on the remix. How did you lot get it in together, man? Is this just a West Coast thing?
Nah, I mean, he just hit me up and he's like, let me hop on the remix. So, you know, I'm definitely 100% not gonna say no. Yeah, I'm a fan of Blueface, so it was dope. But he been a homie, so it was just like, you know, finally did some music together, and he hopped on the remix, and it blew up. First song we put out together took off, so, you know, it was dope.
SK Vibemaker.